Welcome back to the Stephan Show. My name is Graham, and welcome to my show. And listen, guys, this morning I was kind of feeling in the mood, and I was in the mood to watch a video about how much people spend in a week. And we got this video here. It seems really interesting. I've never done anything like this before. It's from BuzzFeed, and it's titled, "How much do you spend in a week?" Wait for it. Men versus women. This is actually really interesting to see because never before have we compared the spending habits of men versus women and who's gonna spend more. And for some reason in this video, I'm automatically going to think the guy is gonna spend more money. So let's see. Let's see what BuzzFeed has up their sleeve here. Let's see if it's any good. And with that said, let's go ahead and smash the like button. Oh, look at that. 247 dislikes. This might be an interesting episode, guys. Might be interesting. So why don't we do this? Why don't we brace ourselves by getting 4 free stocks down below in the description? Speaking of which, I got a few stocks here. Let's open this up. Let's see what I got really quick. Number 1, we got AGI. And then look at that, I got Ford. So guys, if you want to get stocks like that, link is down below in the description. It's pretty much like free money. So if you want free money, use that link down below. And with that said, let's start the video.
So I thought that free trial was gonna solve all my problems, but I'm trying to watch the Truman Show. It doesn't come with the subscription or whatever, so I have to pay $3.99.
Truman Show's a great show, by the way. I don't know if I would pay $3.99 for it, but you know what? She's got good taste. At the very least, it's just they rip you off with these individual things. Like, they make it seem as though some of these streaming platforms have everything you need, and then the one show you want to watch, sorry, $3.99 to buy. But at least Truman Show's good. I like it.
My name is Irish, and for the next week, I'm going to be documenting everything I spend money on. One of my spending vices used to be buying records.
Records are pretty cheap, aren't they? I've seen quite a few places that sell them for like 50 cents each, $1 each. I think those are cool. I wish they would bring record players back. I think they have. They've like digitalized a lot of those. So as an inexpensive hobby, it's not bad.
Or I would only really spend my money on like experiences. Now I use the lack of spending in those areas as an excuse to spend in other areas. So now I'm like online shopping, ordering out every other meal.
It's bad. That's bad. Who do you guys think is gonna be worse? Just comment down below. Let me know what you think. I, for some reason, just think I think he's gonna be worse. I don't know why. It's just a hunch.
All right, Iris, so we're both in our 20s. How do you think you're gonna do, like, spending-wise?
I buy food every day.
That's my thing, too. I actually buy, like, 3 meals a day.
Oh, gosh, imagine if they were a couple. It's like, honey, what do you want today? Oh, we should buy something. Oh, yeah, that's what I was just thinking. What do you want to buy? Oh, that's kind of expensive. Maybe we should get that. Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking. They would just be a downward spiral in that case.
My bank account would prefer me to be like you, have one big meal, like have that be my only spending. Recently, I've been doing a lot of retail therapy. I'm like, oh, I'm sad. Like, I deserve this dress that I probably have.
At least she acknowledges it, though. That's the only thing. A lot of people are in denial. They just think, well, I'm not making enough money. I'm only making $150,000 a year, but I have nothing left over because the system screws me. At least she's acknowledging, like, hey, when I feel bad, I shop. That makes me feel better for like 20 minutes, and then I gotta shop again. So she gets it.
I've gotten my bank account wrecked before by myself.
Well, I guess all we can do is just see what happens and check back at the end of the week.
We're fine. We're gonna be fine either way.
We have obtained lunch. Lazy.
Oh, gosh. Smoothies. Look at this, guys. Look at this. $16.89 for 2 smoothies. You realize that, like, some workers out there have to work for an hour to get paid just what they spent on smoothies. Doesn't seem like a fair trade-off to me. Those are expensive smoothies.
I didn't want to make one at home, even though I very well could have.
Look at that interior on that car. That looks fancy. My car doesn't even have a 2-tone interior like that.
I wanted something sweet, so we got milkshakes. We got 2 of them. Worth it.
Why are they both like screwing up so fast? You would think that if they knew they were going to be recording themselves for BuzzFeed, they would try to make an effort. But now it just seems like they just don't care. 2 smoothies, $10 each. Too much.
Today's events include a picnic. Sometime
$30 on picnic supplies too. And she's got a booger. I'm like 5 years old. I'm like, "Ugh, look at the booger." I don't know what gets my attention more, the $30 for picnic supplies or what's in her nose.
So I had to jump down and grab myself an iced coffee.
Oh, look at this, guys. Look at this. It gets worse. Starbucks times 2, $17.42. How do they afford it? How do they afford it? How does he afford $40 worth of just smoothies and coffee? Just like that. How?
I'm currently deciding between bagel and cream cheese, which is at my house, or I could go out.
What is that? Bagel and cream cheese is good. That's what I actually had this morning. Bagels you could get for like, I don't know, it's like 20 cents per slice of bagel with some just generic brand cream cheese. Perfect. It's filling, it fills you up for like 7 hours, and you're good to go.
For this beautiful piece of art was $9.86.
Honestly, $9.86 for that is not terrible, especially if she can make that last all day. If she just eats like a slice every other hour, whole day's worth of food, perfect. No problem there.
It's time for my big meal. I got burgers and fries. We'll be drinking water though. Trying to stay a little bit healthy.
Look at that Tommy's burger. That looks just unhealthy. Like, on top of you just spending a lot of money, that just clogs arteries. That probably takes like a week off of your lifespan. So if you were gonna live to like 80, now you live to 79 in 51 weeks after eating this.
I did go out last night to the store and buy bananas and like a 12-pack of LaCroix, but I only did that because I like made this beautiful oatmeal. I feel proud of myself this morning. Significantly less satisfying than store-bought coffee.
Significantly less satisfying? Is that what she said?
Significantly less satisfying than store-bought coffee.
Why? She gets to make her real coffee at home. It doesn't have all the gunk in it that Starbucks just like pumps just flavor after flavor after flavor of toffee and cream and the actual coffee content that you get in Starbucks. Like, look it up on a Frappuccino. It's very little actual coffee that's in there compared to this. It's like 100% coffee. Just saying.
It's 6:30 p.m. and I'm grabbing a coffee.
He's basically spending all of his Roth IRA money every day on just Starbucks. Just buying Starbucks. No wonder. You know what? We should just invest in Starbucks stock at this point and just accept that people are just going to be screwing up. And at the very least, we may as well just have the stock price go up and make some money off it. So there you go.
I have to buy another textbook. School's expensive. Order complete. Literally not even 2 minutes later and I just realized I need to buy another textbook. I also have to pay rent in like 2 days.
Everything, it's just, this is happening so fast. I don't even have time to react to this because it's like, boom, textbooks, boom, Starbucks, boom, Tommy's Burgers, boom, smoothies, boom, picnic, boom, booger. I can't keep up with this.
My girl made us our lunch. I had to pick something. I'm here at Jack in the Box. I'm about to run up a $20 bill for the two of us.
Ah, dude, this guy just has to get his diet underway. I mean, money aside, he should really be just prioritizing some of his health because you really, like, look at his diet over the last few days so far. Like, we're on like day 3. It's terrible. It's absolutely atrocious what this guy is putting in his body. Now, I'm not saying like I'm any saint here. Like, you know, my diet wasn't always necessarily the best, but it was never this bad. At least my diet, I saved money on it.
It's Thursday. This is technically my Saturday. So I got myself some tacos. But don't worry, I'm still gonna have a big meal tonight. We're doubling up today.
This guy's bothering me. I think he's already on track to spend more money, but I don't like how much money he's spending out. It's too much money.
On this really cool thing by Mount Rainier, it's like a gondola that takes you to like the top of this other mountain. I literally just paid my rent, so like my bank account is not happy, but it's worth it. It's gonna be a really cute date. I need to impress her. It went really, really well. I'm definitely glad that I spent the money on it.
You know what, I gotta say, between like, of all the things she's spending money on, at the very least, that would be a cool experience for 60 bucks. She's gonna hopefully remember that for a very long time. That is the only thing so far that I could be like, okay, I could justify that. As long as she just cuts back on everything else.
It is Friday. Friday is grocery day. Now, we head over to the farmer's market.
Overall, I had spent $105 on groceries that I plan on using next week.
That's a lot of money in groceries, but you know what? If it's 2 weeks worth of food, it's not terrible if he can make that last 2 weeks, but my guess is that probably half of it just expires and then he ends up going to Jack in the Box anyway. So let's see.
After a long day of spending no money, we decided to come out to dinner. We got sweet potato gnocchi and this like, I don't know, salad.
That looks expensive. That's got to be a $70 meal. Let's see. I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong, but that's 70 bucks.
And the grand total.
Ooh, oh, look at that, 75. 75 plus a $25 tip. I was on it. I said 70. I am so right, but $100 for two just because you didn't spend money all day. Because you're good all day. You're like, okay, now I can just blow it at night. There you go.
Made it to the end of the week.
All right, let's look at what we both spent.
I guess we should just start with rent. I spent $875. That's my half. I live with my girlfriend. She takes care of the other half.
I spent $1,200 on rent, and that is my share of my 3-bedroom, 3-bath.
Wait, $1,200. I'm guessing this is not over the week. I mean, this has got to be over the month, right? Because she's spending $1,200 a week on rent. I mean, we look at the background there. Unless she's living in San Francisco, that's not $1,200 a week. So it's $1,200 a month. Probably not the end of the world there.
Saying that out loud like hurts.
Welcome to Hell Inn.
All right, I feel like food is gonna be like the really bad one for both of us because we both said like we be snacking.
I spent a total of $262.
Wow, look at that McDonald's. Who spends $25 at McDonald's? It's difficult to actually, it's like you have to try to spend that much money at McDonald's. What I usually do, it's been a long time since I've been to McDonald's, is the 2 double cheeseburgers on the dollar menu. It comes to $3 and like 14 cents. $3.14 pie. It comes to basically pie, and it's filling. Like I am full after that. Like $3. You don't need anything else after that. Then he's getting a lot of burgers. $30 at Shake Shack, milkshake, Starbucks, burgers again, Starbucks, Jack in the Box burgers again, Starbucks. It's just bad diet. Really bad diet. That's bad.
I spent a total of $207.48 on food.
Yeah, now the crazy thing is her food is not as bad. There's definitely no way she's just eating this though. Because for a week, smoothies, bananas, pizza, lunch, boba, picnic, lunch, boba, dinner. There's got to be food in there that she's just like eating for the grocery store or something that's not factored in. But when you consider that dinner was $100, so one night of that was like half of her food budget, she's doing better than him.
Entertainment was lower than I expected. I spent $120. We've been doing one bad movie per week.
Look at this, Justice League rental, $3.99. Okay, Nintendo download, $3.99. A half-ounce flour and infused soda. What's that, $113? What is that? Half-ounce flour and infused soda. Is that like a... Oh... It goes to show you how much I know. I'm like, what is that? That's a lot. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I'm guessing that's a lot. I don't even know if if it is what I think it is. Is that really entertaining? I don't know.
It is Los Angeles, so I partook in some cannabinoids. I would say that was where all of the money came from.
Wow, he spent that much money on just that. I think he's just making some bad choices between the fast food and that, and just spending a lot of money. Things are not, he's got to turn this around.
Entertainment for me was my lowest, and I was so proud of myself. Mine was only $63.34.
Damn. So for miscellaneous, my girl needed to pick up her prescription from Rite Aid. So I got myself a beard wash. I got myself beard oil, a beard balm. I saw this speaker, and so I got the speaker.
Why is he if beards that expensive? Are they really like, I'd say instead of spending all the money on the beard, just shave it. Just shave it. There you go. He's just, that way he saves all the money. And he's one of the worst impulse purchasers I've seen that walks into a store and is like, I need to buy a speaker. Going into Rite Aid. Like Rite Aid and speakers could be further apart. That's like oil and water, Rite Aid and speakers. But somehow he managed to go into a Rite Aid and be like, oh, I need a speaker. Why not? Huh, I'll buy that. How?
For my miscellaneous, I had a total of $186.88. But I feel like it's not fair because I had to buy textbooks.
Yeah, definitely textbooks ate up the most of that. I would say her miscellaneous spending is not terrible. It's just the textbooks. And that in itself, I think, is a ripoff. She got scammed.
How are they charging so much for these books, bro? Like,
Also,
it's
these
paper.
are not even because these are all electronic rentals. That's the worst part. I only have them for 180 days.
Wow, that's bad. That is so bad. That's blatant just like exploitation because they know that like if you take the class, you have no other choice other than to spend money. So you have to spend the money. If they up the price to $70, she would be forced to pay the $70. If they made it $80, she would be forced to pay the $80. I don't think that's fair. I think colleges at this point are just blatantly ripping off their students. Now, I agree. Everyone deserves to make a little profit here, but this just seems like just too much.
My total spending for the week was $1,362.18.
My total with my rent was $1,657.70.
So wait, so hers is $457 without rent. Let's not count rent. Then his was $451. Wow. So she spent a little bit more, but she had textbooks in there. So I'm guessing, I'd say he spent worse because she had like $100 and something in there of textbooks.
Oh my god, that's literally so painful to say out loud.
I was like, dude, have I been living like this? I actually decided I was gonna start budgeting and using this budgeter that I got. I just don't want to be stressed when I open my bank account anymore. It's important to be in charge of your money.
Yeah, wake up call for the both of us, I think.
I want to see an update on them. I really want to see how they actually progressed forward from this, because when was this filmed? This is filmed back in September. So by now, I mean, if he actually tracked his spending, I bet he would be able to save like at least $200 a week on top of just everything else that he's doing. So I'd be actually really interested to see if he kept this up, if he actually did make a difference, or if tracking his budget just like lasted a few days and then he stopped. But overall, you know, I think it's interesting. I don't think this is really a accurate representation of like who spends more, like men or women, because they're both bad. They both just spend a lot of money. So it's like not who's worse. It's like which one is not as bad. They're both bad. So, you know what? Overall, decent video. My advice to him is basically that he just has to cut out the fast food and eat more at home. That by itself should solve a lot of the problems. And for her, I would say cut back on the Starbucks, cut back on the smoothies, and just make it at home. If they could just do that, I would say overall they would be doing way better. And that's really my only piece of advice. And I guess the one last thing they could do is get their 4 free stocks down below in the description. Have you done that yet? It's free money. The offer expires in like a few days now, so if you want free money, that link is down below in the description, and those stocks could be worth all the way up to $1,600. So with that said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to destroy the like button, subscribe button, and notification bell. Also, feel free to add me on Instagram. I post it pretty much daily, so if you want to be a part of it there, feel free to add me there, as in the podcast, The Iced Coffee Hour. New episodes being posted every single Sunday, so make sure to be a part of that. And lastly, if you want those 4 free stocks, link is down below. Let me know which stocks you get. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.